Welcome back. Today we're going to look at how to force a copy of a Google Doc form slides presentation in Sheet. This is such a useful feature when you want to have a template of something and you want to be able to share it easily with others without having to add them as a collaborator and have them make a copy and all that stuff. This will allow you to give them a link, and the link will force them to make a copy. So the first thing you have to do is you have to make sure that you go to your privacy settings, and you need to do that for anything that you want to share, because if you do not change your privacy settings, as a default, it has private only for you. If you don't change that setting, it will make the person request access in order to have the doc or the sheet or whatever it is that you're trying to force a copy on. So for each one of these, we're going to do each one individually, and I'll show you how to do that, and we will also test to make sure that it works. So to start, we're going to use a Google form, and in the Google form, I'm going to first go over to my Sharing Brite. So I'm going to go to send, but I'm not going to send it. I'm actually going to go down to the bottom where it says add collaborators, and that's going to pull up my sharing settings. And what you're looking at here is who has access. Right now, it says it's private and I'm the only one that has access. That means anyone that tries to make a copy is going to have to request it from me. So I'm going to go to change it. I'm going to make it public on the web. And then I'm going to hit save. And now it's public on the web, and I'm done. Okay, so now I have changed the privacy settings. The next thing to do is to go up to the top where the address is, and it highlights it when you click, and I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to go over here to a new tab, and I'm going to hit paste. But instead of where it says the word edit, I'm going to backspace and type in the word copy. Okay? And there it is. It asks me to make a copy. It says, would you like to make a copy? Sure. And you make it. And then it pops up for you a copy of whatever it was you were doing. Now, this is on my window, but I'll show you. We'll double check and make sure it works on a different window. I've logged in on an incognito tab. As long as I have as long as I'm logged in with a Gmail account, it's going to let me do it. So you see there's that one right there. So that's how you make a copy of a form. So we'll get that one off of here. Now let's look at presentation. Again, you have to update your sharing settings first. So I'm going to go here to my share button. It says it's private only to me, so I'm going to go down to advanced, and I'm going to change that. Again, I'm looking at who has access. Private only you can access. I'm going to change that and make it public. I probably could change it and make it so that whoever has the link has it as well. I just make it public just because that's the top one and it's easier. So I'm done. Now I'm going to go up this time to my website again, my address. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go over to a new tab, paste, and this time I'm going to backspace all the way up again to where it says edit, and I'm going to type in the word copy instead. And there it is. And then I'll show you again. Put it in here. Yep, it works. And so now let's go back, show you how to force a copy in Google Sheets. Now, force copying is amazing. So I just put something in there. Let's go over to share. And then it's private to me again because I made it. I'm going to change that access. Let's try it and see if it's going to work on this one. Anybody with the link. No sign-on required. Let's see. So I'm done. And then I'm going to go up here. I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to open a new tab and hit paste. And I'm going to back up and type in copy. There There it is. Let's see if it'll do it on my other sheet. Yep, it sure does. You can tell because the text is changing right there every time I do it. So that worked. There it is. And let's look at the last but not least, probably the most common actually, is the test doc. The same thing applies though. I'm going to hit the share button. It says it's private only to me. I go to advanced. I change it to public on the web or anyone with the link. And I hit save. And then I hit done. A lot of times people try to use this one that's already up here, the link to share. That's not the link that you use though. You use the link that's at the top of the address once you close out that window. So I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to go to a new tab and paste. And of course, again, I'm going to take away edit and put in copy. And there it is. Let's check this one just to make sure. I go over here, I'll open a new one so you can see me do it again. There it is. So the most important thing to remember when you're trying to make a forced copy is to change the permission settings first. Kind of had to learn that the hard way the first several times I tried to do it. So change the permission settings and then use the link that's at the top in the browser of the document, not the sharing link that's in the window. You got to get out of the window before you can actually get to the link. So I hope that was helpful. And that you're able to use this anytime you need to force a copy of a document.